Είμαστε πολύ χαρούμενοι που είμαστε εδώ στα πλαίσια της Beyond. Παράλληλα είχαμε το Ευρωπαϊκό Δίκτυο Επιχειρηματικών Αγγέλων. Είναι μεγάλη μου χαρά που έχω απ' εδώ δεξιά μου τη Marcia Dawood, η οποία είναι από το μεγαλύτερο δίκτυο, το αμερικάνικο Business Angels, και τον φίλο Marcel, και βασικά είμαστε στο board του Ευρωπαϊκού Δικτύου Επιχειρηματικών Αγγέλων. Sorry for my Greek. Now, I just introduce. I would like, if possible, Marcia, to say a few things about yourself and the organization that you represent.
Sure. I'm Marcia Dawood. I've been an angel investor for about 12 years now. I represent the Angel Capital Association. We are the professional society of angel investors in the US and globally. We have about 15,000 members in the United States and around the world. And we are trying to help educate and network the people together so that they can have the best practices and smart practices to make themselves better angels so that they can help grow entrepreneurs, startups.
Okay, thank you, Marcia. Now the same question to you, Marcel. Who are you? What do you represent here? And maybe if you can like to say a few things about yourself.
Hi there, my name is Marcel Dridje. I'm the former president of Sophia Business Angel in Nice. This is a 20 years old existence over there. And right now I am on the IBAN board member. This is the European Business Angel Network based in Brussels. And at the same time, I'm so passionate about business angels helping entrepreneurs. I've initiated two new other clubs. One of them is called MDBAN, the Maghreb Diaspora Business Angel Network, to take care of all the ecosystem in North Africa. And another one called the Mediterranean Business Angel Network, who will take care of the 23 countries around the Med. Today, I'm based in Doha, in Qatar, and IBAN been kind enough to send me over there so I can actually do the East-West type relationship and doing cross-border investment and see how we can share the best practices, knowledge for the entrepreneurs, for business angel community. And I'm delighted to be here at this fantastic show, Beyond and the IBAN Congress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marcel. Now my second question is, why business angels are important to the innovation ecosystem worldwide, Marcel?
Well, startups would not be able to go very far if it weren't for business angels. They are absolutely needed because most of these startups, they have to be super scrappy at the beginning. They have to make sure that they are utilizing the people, the knowledge, and whatever resources they have. But in order to grow, they really need funding. And the only way they're going to get funding is from angels, because the venture capitalists, they aren't quite ready for them yet. There's this in-between phase. So they need to kind of grow up before they get into the venture capitalists' view.
Thanks. Marcel, the same question. Why business angels are important to the innovation ecosystems?
Panos, I'm sorry, I've left my wings back at home. So indeed, there is the word angel and business, so you can imagine why we're useful. What Marcia was saying earlier on, I will add a couple of comments. At the end of the day, it's not just about money. You know, we give them money for sure. They need to start with the check to do something like a proof of concept or just to validate the idea. But the most important thing that I'm personally, as a business angel, I'm very passionate about is to hold the hands of the entrepreneur and share my knowledge, my 25-year plus with US American startups, with corporates, share with them the go-to-market strategy, all the pitfalls where they should go wrong, how they can actually go and put the idea and commercialize it, modelize it, talk about business plan. So that's what we are passionate about. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcel. Now, in the last 2 days, we had this European Business Angel Network, and first time both of you in Thessaloniki. I'm sure you had some expectations when you came here. You know, what is the ecosystem in Thessaloniki, what we're doing. And now after the 2 days, the expectations that you had and what you have seen, can you please share, you know, some insights, you know, what is in your mind about the ecosystem of Thessaloniki, and if it was okay, what you expected and what you have seen?
Yes, well, my expectations were pretty high because I was here last year and I saw what was happening in Athens, and I was amazed at how much is going on in the entire Greek ecosystem. But coming to Thessaloniki, I just was so surprised and pleasantly just in love with so many of the startups here. We've seen so many of them pitch. We got to see a bunch of them at the IBAN Congress, but we've also seen several today at the Beyond conference. So I just thought that there's just so much going on here that nobody knows about outside of Greece. We need to make sure that that changes.
Thank you. The same thing question for you, Marcel, you know?
Well, unlike my neighbor, I had other expectation. I remember about this beautiful place called Thessaloniki, Greece. I remember my younger club mates, the food, the Greek food, the dance, everything you can imagine. And I said, why are we going there? And I came in here and I'm very pleasantly surprised with the most sincere way. A lot of things is going on right now from an innovation perspective, from disruptive, a really, really bullish disruptive idea, young entrepreneur in Greece. And I even heard by talking to a lot of people, even the Greek diaspora that went to all the universities around the world, they are back in town and they really want to transform the country. So I'm very delighted. At the same time, I'm really pleasantly surprised. And guess what? I might be even investing in one of the Greek startups right now.
Thank you. Let's follow up now to more investment. What is your investment trends and priorities for you and also for the, the network that you are chairing?
So I think that we really need to see entrepreneurs who are solving big problems. And sometimes we'll see entrepreneurs that have a solution that's in search of a problem, and that's not so good. So we really want to see there's a lot of disruption. And what I will say about the entrepreneurs here in Greece is they have to be scrappier. They have to be better. They have to have all of their ducks in a row in order to make sure that they are getting the attention, because there just isn't as much investment money here yet. And so we need to increase that. We need more people to be business angels, but we also need to make sure that we're supporting those startups with more than just money. As Marcel said, that we need to surround them with the type of support as far as expertise and networking in order to help them grow.
Great, thank you. Marcel, what about you?
Something food for thoughts for this particular beautiful place here. I've been moving around from the UK to France, to the south coast of France, and now I'm in the GCC. And what's interesting I'm finding is every single ecosystem start to be agnostic from a technology perspective. Agri-tech, space tech, cybersecurity, now we talk much about AI. One of the things that I think I can share with my friends in Greece here, maybe this particular town, because of the buzz of PhDs, MBAs, you name it, something is happening. Maybe you should be looking at a couple of themes to basically be different and disrupt the whole thing. I'll give you an example. In the GCC, don't ask me why, 2 verticals are doing fantastically well and they're really proud of it. It's edutech and fintech, and now insurtech. So maybe food for thoughts. Maybe you have so much deep tech in this area from an innovation perspective. Think about that particular DNA to brand this particular space to the rest of Europe. That's my thoughts there.
And my last question. We have startuppers and they ask you, tell me 3 things that I should do in order to grow, my startup. What will be your 3 advices for them?
1, make sure that you're surrounded by the right team and that you have all of the bases covered on what you need in order to grow. Also, make sure you are being as scrappy as you possibly can, especially even after you've just done a fundraise and there's a lot of money in the bank. That's when you need to be the scrappiest, because if you run out of money, your company is done. And the other thing is, you really have to be paying attention to the competition. We hear too often from startups, they say, oh, we don't have any competition because nobody's doing things the way we are. Guess what? Everybody has competition. So we need to make sure that these startups know who their competition is and how they can outsmart them.
Okay, Marcel, your view, and also I would like if, some tips, go-to-market tips for the startups.
Thank you, Panos. To add to what my colleague just added, one of the things that I've seen successful startup, I exited 3 of my 17 startup, and one common theme is really resiliency. All the doors are going to be closed on your nose. And I'm going to ask you, just stop a second, look up and see maybe there's a window open. Resiliency. Second thing that I really insist upon is that market fit. Ideas are brilliant ideas, but at the end of the day, is there a customer out there that you can actually validate your idea with? before you basically do your startup. Third one that I've seen a lot of people don't think about, it's about bootstrapping. Try every single nickel and dime. If you have a bank account, if you have some saving account, full friends, family, whatever, please do that first. And then come to the business angels. We'll be more delighted to help you grow the idea for the next thing. On the go-to-market strategy, one thing that I really advise you, be local. Be local for the first, what I call journey phase one, because you need to debug your product, you need to test some customers, and then think about how you're going to expand. From Greece, there's no other idea. Europe is really absolutely a fantastic market for you. But then again, look at Africa, look at the Middle East, and maybe Canada and the US for the rest. But be local first, be solid, and then go beyond that particular territory.
Thank you very much coming to Thessaloniki. Thank you very much for coming to Beyond, and we hope, at some later you go with good ideas about our innovation system in Thessaloniki, so you can persuade your colleagues, to come over and invest, in Greece, and especially in my hometown in Thessaloniki. So
we are ambassadors for you right now.
Thank you very much.
I'm telling you.
Both
Thank
of
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.